Hello, welcome to my channel, Paperbacks and Lattes, and today I'm doing the mid-year freakout book tag. When I was filming regularly, I used to do this video every year in June, and I just started recently making videos again, so I am going to do this tag. I can't believe half of the year is already over. This is just kind of a good way to go over some of your reading insights, and let's get started. Number one question is the best book you've read so far, and the one I chose is Unbound by Peyton Corrine. I just read her entire series. I can't remember what the series is called, but I binged this series of everything she has already released, and I love this one so much. So this is a hockey series, and it revolves around these guys that are at this school. They're at this college and they're on this hockey team, and it's each of their romances. I can't remember names, but this is between the hero who is on the autism spectrum and the heroine is, he and she just kind of always like revolve around each other, even though she has a lot of trauma from her past, which is making her not settle down with him even though they are each other's world. And he cares about her so much, regardless of how many times she leaves him or what goes on. She is always his number one priority. I love that. I love a hero who is just obsessed with a heroine, and this one is my all-time favorite so far. The second question is your favorite sequel this year. This is the third book in the series, and this is Father Material by Alexis Hall. This is from his London Calling series, and I have adored every one of these books. We start the series with boyfriend material, and then it's husband material, and now we have father material. This just recently released. As soon as it released, I picked it up on audio from Hoopla, and I devoured it. I love this series so much. This was such a great conclusion to the series. We're following our two heroes that have been together for a while now, and now they are thinking about becoming parents. And of course we have the quirky world that Alexis Hall is phenomenal at writing. There's so many emotions and aspects to this book, and I laughed, I cried, and I thoroughly enjoyed this one. The number third prompt is a new release that I haven't read yet. I chose two for this prompt. One is Happy Ending by Chloe Liese. I love Chloe Liese's books. I loved her Bergman Brothers series so much, and I cannot wait to read another one from this author. I don't even know what it's about. I just know it's on my TBR because I want to read it because she wrote it. And another one is Score by Kennedy Ryan. I loved Real, which is the first book in the series, and I definitely want to pick this one up. I love Kennedy Ryan's writing so much. My favorite all-time from Kennedy Ryan is still her Grip series, but I love all of the books that she writes and cannot wait to pick this one up as well. The fourth prompt is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year. And I don't follow releases that well. I'm more of a backlist person. If I happen to come across a new release that I really want to read, I'll read it, but I'm not great at tracking them. So the only one that I have on my kind of radar right now is Devour Me by Emily Rath. I really love Emily Rath's writing. I've read a lot of her hockey romances and her Omegaverse romance, and I saw that she has a new one coming out this year, so of course I have to read it. Number fifth prompt is the biggest disappointment so far. I'll have to go with 7 Year Itch by Amy Daws. I love Amy Daws' writing. She is hilarious. I always laugh during these books, but this one was just a really big flop to me. I didn't really like the characters in this book. I didn't like how they were portrayed. Everything about this book just drove me batty, and I rated it 3 stars, and I was so disappointed that this was such a disappointment from an author that I usually really love her books. Number 6 is the biggest surprise. This one was kind of hard to answer, but I did choose Truly Madly Deeply by Alexandria Bellefleur. I kept putting this one off for a long time because it wasn't a sapphic romance, because I did really like her sapphic romances that I've read, and I just didn't pick this one up until recently, and I loved it. I really did. It really surprised me how much I loved it. So yeah, that was my biggest surprise so far. Number 7 is a favorite new author, and I definitely have to say Peyton Corrine. I read her series and I cannot wait for the next one to come out. Oh, this series, every single book in her series that she's written, and I think this is her only series that she's written. Like, these are her like debut books, if I'm not mistaken, and I completely ate them up. I binge read them and I want more. Number 8 is a book that made you cry, and I definitely have to pick Father Material again by Alexis Hall. I cried during this book. This book definitely made me cry. There were some moments that were just heartbreaking in a way, but kind of bittersweet, and those moments just, I was standing in my kitchen crying because it touched me so much. Number 9 is a book that made you happy. I picked A Pact for Spring by Emilia Emerson because this is such a fun series, and this is the latest one I've read in this series. I also need to read the new release in the series, which is A Pact for Summer, but I did read A Pact for Spring and really liked it. And the thing that makes me laugh in these books is the mayor of this town. It's a small town because it's a Megaverse series, and the mayor of this town is a cat. He's like a magical cat, and he's hilarious, and how he sets everything up, it's just, it always makes me chuckle and brings a smile to my face. I love reading these books in the series, and especially A Pact for Spring. And the last prompt is some books that I want to read before the end of the year. I chose Everything You Couldn't Say by Emma Scott. I don't really know anything about these books, but I just know they're by some of my favorite authors, and they are definitely on my radar to read because I love these authors so much. I love Emma Scott. She writes hard-hitting emotional romances that I adore every time, and I cannot wait to read this new one by Emma. I also have In Your Court by Kit Haley on my radar. This is an tennis romance, and I've seen it everywhere. Everybody's recommending it, and I definitely want to read it. Another one is Dearly Departed by Pons. I've seen this one recommended a lot as well. This is an romance, and I think maybe paranormal. That's all I know about it. I really, I kind of just go off vibes sometimes, and so many people love this book already, and it makes me want to pick it up as soon as I can. I also do want to read The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I know the new TV show is out, and I have not watched it because I haven't read the books, and I do want to read The Deal before I do watch the TV show, so I definitely want to read this soon. And then we have Pieces of the Night by Jennifer Hartman. I don't even have to know what it's about because I love Jennifer Hartman, and I will read every single one of her books. And this is one of her new books. I definitely want to read it soon as well. So that is the mid-year book freakout tag. If you want to participate, please do. What's been your favorite book so far of this year? As always, I will see you in the next video, and have a great day. Bye.